Hello and welcome to Palani Digital World, and today I will bring to you some tools that I use in order to correct problems into games. And the example that I will present to you here right now is Conan Exiles, a game that I am having a lot of troubles to record, and I will start playing the game just you to see the problem that I am having with the game and how I will solve this problem. Okay, I am inside in a server that I chose, and what is happening, the problem that is happening with my game is about the hotkeys. Okay, you are going to see here that I select F1, F2, F3, F4, because the layout of my keyboard allows me to do that. Okay, I feel more comfortable doing this. But what is happening if I choose F1, I can manage the knife, okay? That is the weapon that I have. But if I choose right now F2, I cannot draw my weapon and I cannot store my weapon. You can hear that I am pressing the key and nothing happens, okay? Let me show you with the F3. Okay, I can do it normally. But with F2, I can't do anything. Okay, this is the problem that I am facing, and I will correct it right now. So, how I'm going to do that? I will solve the problem trying to find .ini files, because these files are the files that every game uses in order to execute the core activities and the hotkey activities in the game. And that's what I will look for. And I will look for with the sudo find, and I will need the path of my game. What is the path of my game? I will go on properties and installed files, and I will see that the path is mnt partition 2. And that's what I'm going to put here on the terminal. mnt partition 2. Okay, and I will need the pattern name because I will look for something. And I will look for everything that finishes with .ini file. But I don't want to see every ini file inside this partition, because I will get a lot of files that does not belong to Conan Exiles. That's why I am going to filter with the command grep Conan Exiles. So I want everything that belongs to Conan Exiles and finishes with .ini. Let me establish the password. And as you can see here, I found a lot of files that I don't have an idea about these files, what these files are made for. But what is interesting to me that I am looking for the input of the game. And the input of the game is this file here, okay? That is Conan Exiles input.ini, okay? ini. I will copy this path, and I will, first I need to clear the terminal, of course, and I will catch everything that is inside this file. I will catch everything. And there's a lot of comments here, okay? So these comments are the hotkeys. I have no idea what is happening, what is the conflict, and I don't have any kind, uh, any way to identify this problem. So what I'm going to do, I am going to copy everything. Okay, I will copy this entire file, and I will just throw on ChatGPT. Okay, and I will ask find the conflict, the hotkey conflict. I believe that will take a little bit time, but let us see. So he's checking the file input.ini, and now he is identifying the hotkey conflict. Okay, he found the conflict. Okay, the hotkey conflict is F2. The line is 204. That is the shortcut 1 that is using the key F2. And the other line is the 354. That is the feedback feature of the game. Okay, so I could obtain the information through ChatGPT about the problem. What I'm going to do right now, I am going to edit the file. Okay, I'm going to edit the file. Let me select the correct path. I am going to edit the file with the command that is above, sudo nano. I will show the lines, so the parameter will be L, and I will copy this path to edit the file. Let me establish the password once again. And I will find the exactly line that ChatGPT were talking about. Okay, what we have here? We have 204. Actually, it's not 204. It's 200. It's 203. Okay, was a mistake of ChatGPT, but it's okay. It's fine. It's configured to run on F2 like I configured it. Okay, but the problem is that this file is executed line by line. So the game will read this shortcut and will read everything that belongs to this file until the game reaches on this line here. Okay, that is 353. Reaching at this file, the game will see that the key is F2 also. And this is the conflict that ChatGPT could identify on the game. So I will choose another letter for this key. For example, I can choose here letter O or letter P, for example, okay? And I will save pressing Ctrl X and pressing yes. So now the game is corrected. I will go into the game. And I will press play. Okay, here it is. So now I am pressing F2 button, and the character can execute the movement freely. Okay. If I pass to another hotkey, you are going to see that I have the same feature. Okay. So the problem was corrected. What we have learned? We have learned the command sudo find, and you are going to need the path of the path of your game, in my case mnt partition 2. Okay, we are going to need a name, and in my case I tried to find everything that belongs to ini files, but I didn't want to see everything that is inside the partition. That's why I filtered with the command grep Conan Exiles. Let me put the password. We learned how to get the information inside the file and throw on ChatGPT to audit the problem. Okay, so we copy this path. We are going to clear the terminal, and we do sudo cat, that will catch everything inside the file, and we paste the path. So we are going to copy everything, of course that I'm not going to do that right now, and we throw it to ChatGPT. ChatGPT will audit the problem, and we correct the problem editing the file with sudo nano and the path. Okay, let me copy this path. We edit the file with this path. Here it is. Okay, so we can change and solve the problem editing with nano. This is what we have learned so far. I hope you like it. I could solve the problem on Conan Exiles, and this is how I solve many problems on the operational system. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and consider subscribing to my channel if you want to. And thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.